This is a GCSE exam question about bonding. It says figure 4 shows the structure of graphite, and we've got figure 4. You can clearly see that you've got the layers that make up graphite. You've got a bond labelled A, and you've got these particles where each bond is joined to a particle. And these are elements that make up graphite, so these will be carbon atoms. And then between the layers of graphite are weak forces of attraction, and that's why graphite's good to use in pencil lead, because these layers get rubbed off and the weak forces of attraction are easily broken. Graphite also has a high melting and boiling point because it's got lots of strong bonds between the atoms. And question 1.4 says, what type of bond is labelled A in figure 4? So we've got to name this bond, and we're given 4 choices. We have to tick one box. So we've got covalent, double, ionic, metallic. So just talking about a couple of these terms first of all. Metallic bonding is when you've got positive metal atoms and around those positive metal atoms you've got freely moving electrons, and these electrons are freely moving between these atoms, and that's what allows metals to conduct electricity. Ionic is where you've got charged particles, so for example Na plus, Cl minus. There's charges to those atoms. A double bond you would see as 2 lines between the atoms. So for example, oxygen has a double bond with another oxygen in O2. And covalent is where electrons are shared, and that's always represented by a single bond. So for example, H2O, oxygen is covalently bonded to 2 hydrogen atoms. So we've got to identify the bond A in figure 4. Well, it's not a double bond because we haven't got 2 lines. There's no charges identified, so it's not ionic. There's not freely moving electrons identified between the positive atoms, so it's not metallic. So it must be covalent. And that covalent bond is represented by the single line, which we've got here.